The path curves gently downward now. Your feet find their rhythm on the worn stones, each step lighter than the last. The mountain air carries something different here, something softer. The sharp scent of pine gives way to wood smoke and the distant warmth of hearth fires. You pause for a moment. Rest your walking stick against a weathered stone marker. The evening light filters through the valley in golden threads, painting everything in shades of amber and rose. Far below, tucked between gentle hills like a secret kept safe, lies the village. It's smaller than you expected. A collection of cottages with slate roofs and warm windows. Thin streams of smoke rise straight up in the still air. No wind disturbs them. Everything here seems to move slowly, peacefully. You breathe in deeply. The air tastes of coming night and distant bread, of gardens settling into dusk. Your shoulders drop a little. The weight of your journey seems less now, less urgent, less heavy. The cobbled street welcomes your feet as you enter the village proper. Each stone has been worn smooth by countless footsteps, generations of gentle arrivals. The sound of your boots is muffled, almost whispered. Even the stones here seem to understand the need for quiet. Lanterns begin to flicker on one by one, not electric lights, but soft oil flames that dance behind glass. They cast moving shadows that sway like sleepy dancers. The warm glow spills onto the cobbles, creating pools of golden light for you to step through. A cat watches you from a windowsill, orange and white, with eyes that reflect the lamplight. It blinks slowly, the way cats do when they're content, when they're safe. Its tail curls around its paws like a feather settling. You nod to the cat, and it seems to nod back before closing its eyes. The village fountain bubbles softly in the small square ahead. Water trickles down worn stone, creating the gentlest music. You can hear it now, mixing with the distant murmur of voices from behind shuttered windows. Families sharing their evening meal. Children being tucked into bed. The sounds of a day drawing to its natural close. You approach the fountain and rest your hand on its edge. The stone is still warm from the day's sun. The water is clear and cool. You cup your hands and drink. It tastes of mountain springs and clean earth, of rain that fell on peaceful hillsides. Later that evening, you notice the inn. It sits at the corner of two quiet streets, its windows glowing like gentle beacons. A wooden sign creaks softly in the evening breeze. The Gentle Rest. The letters are carved deep and painted in faded gold. Below them, a painted moon and stars that seem to twinkle in the lamplight. The door is heavy oak, darkened with age. It opens before you can knock. A man stands there, perhaps 60 years old, with kind eyes and silver hair. He wears a simple vest and rolled sleeves. His smile is immediate and genuine. "Welcome, traveler," he says, and his voice carries the same gentleness as the village itself. "I am Henrik, keeper of this inn." You look as though you've come a long way. You nod, finding your voice softer than usual. "I have. The path led me here." "Paths have a way of doing that," Henrik says with a knowing smile, "leading us exactly where we need to be. Come in, come in. The evening is growing cool." The inn's interior embraces you like a warm embrace. Low wooden beams stretch across the ceiling, carved with simple patterns of leaves and vines. The walls are whitewashed stone, hung with dried herbs and gentle watercolors of the surrounding countryside. A fire crackles in the large hearth, casting dancing shadows that seem to invite rest. The air smells of beeswax candles and dried lavender, of bread that was baked this morning and soup that's been simmering all day. Your stomach doesn't growl with hunger, but rather seems to sigh with anticipation. Henrik leads you to a small table near the fire. The wood is polished smooth, worn by countless meals and quiet conversations. He sets down a clay mug of something warm and fragrant. "Chamomile tea," he says simply, "with honey from our own hives." The bees work the lavender fields just beyond the village, their honey tastes of summer afternoons. You wrap your hands around the mug. The warmth seeps into your palms, up through your wrists, into your arms. The tea tastes exactly as Henrik described, like captured sunlight and flower petals, like peace in liquid form. You'll be wanting a room, Henrik says, settling into the chair across from you. It's not a question. I have just the one. Second floor, facing the garden. You'll hear the fountain at night. Some find it soothing. Through the window, you can see the garden he mentions. Even in the growing darkness, you can make out the shapes of sleeping flowers. Roses that have folded their petals for the night. Jasmine that releases its sweetest scent after sunset. A small bench sits beneath an old apple tree, its branches heavy with fruit that gleams like lanterns in the moonlight. The room sounds perfect, you say. Henrik nods as if he already knew you would say yes. Good. Mrs. Alma prepared it this afternoon. Fresh linens, a soft bed, a pitcher of cool water. She has a way of knowing when travelers will arrive. He stands and takes a key from a hook behind the bar. It's an old brass key, tarnished with age but still solid, still reliable. Room 7. The stairs are just there, around the corner. Take your time. The night is young and rest will come when it's ready. After a peaceful moment, you find yourself climbing the wooden stairs. Each step is solid beneath your feet. The banister is smooth, worn by countless hands seeking balance, seeking guidance to rest. The stairs don't creak or groan. They simply support you, one step at a time. The hallway at the top is dimly lit by a single oil lamp. The flame flickers gently, casting moving shadows on the whitewashed walls. Doors line the hall, each marked with a brass number. Most are dark, their occupants already deep in sleep, or perhaps there are simply no other guests tonight. Room 7 is at the end of the hall. The key turns easily in the lock. The door opens silently, revealing a space that feels like it was waiting just for you. The room is simple but perfect. A bed with a thick feather mattress sits beneath a window that looks out onto the garden. The linens are white and smell of lavender and fresh air. A small table holds a pitcher of water and a ceramic basin. A single candle burns on the nightstand, its flame steady and calm. You set down your travel pack and approach the window. The garden below is silver in the moonlight. The fountain continues its gentle song. Somewhere in the distance, a nightingale offers a few liquid notes before settling into comfortable silence. The bed calls to you with its promise of rest. You sit on its edge and find it exactly as Henrik described. Soft, welcoming, ready to hold you through the night. The feather mattress shapes itself around you like a gentle embrace, but you're not quite ready for sleep yet. Instead, you stand and look out the window once more. The village sleeps below you. Lights have dimmed in most windows. The cobbled streets are empty except for the occasional cat making its nightly rounds. This is a place where time moves differently, where urgency has no home, where every breath can be deep and full, where every heartbeat can slow to match the rhythm of peace itself. You blow out the candle, and moonlight fills the room. Soft, silver, gentle. The fountain sings its lullaby. The night air carries the scent of jasmine and sleeping roses. Your eyelids grow heavy, but not with exhaustion, with the deep satisfaction of arriving exactly where you belong. The bed welcomes you as you slip beneath the covers. The sheets are cool and smooth. The pillow cradles your head like a cloud. Outside, the village continues its peaceful slumber, and you know that you, too, will sleep deeply here. Safe, welcomed, at rest. The last thing you hear is the fountain's gentle song, mixing with the whisper of wind through the apple tree. The last thing you feel is the soft give of the feather mattress, supporting you completely. The last thing you know is peace. The feather mattress cradles you like a gentle embrace as you sink deeper into rest. The sheets are cool and smooth against your skin, smelling faintly of lavender and the clean mountain air that dried them. Outside your window, the fountain continues its soft lullaby, mixing with the whisper of wind through the apple tree's branches. Your breathing slows. matching the rhythm of the peaceful village around you. Each exhale releases the day's journey. Each inhale draws in the inn's quiet comfort. The room holds you safely, its whitewashed walls glowing softly in the moonlight that filters through the window. Sleep comes not as a sudden darkness, but as a gentle tide, washing over you in waves of deeper and deeper rest. Your muscles release their last traces of tension. Your mind, which has been active with the day's discoveries, begins to drift like a leaf on still water. The sounds of the inn settling for the night become part of your rest. A floorboard sighs somewhere in the hallway. The building's old timbers expand and contract with tiny whispers as the day's warmth gives way to night's coolness. These are the sounds of a place that has welcomed countless travelers into sleep, and now it welcomes you. Later that evening, in the depths of your peaceful sleep, you become aware of the inn's gentle rhythms, not awake, but resting in that soft space between sleep and dreams where the world feels both distant and perfectly present. The fountain's song weaves through your rest like a silver thread, constant and comforting. The pillow beneath your head is soft as a cloud, filled with down that seems to know exactly how to support you. Your arms rest easily at your sides, your legs stretched out beneath the covers. Every part of your body has found its perfect position, as if the bed itself has shaped around you. Through the window, moonlight paints the inn's garden in shades of silver and deep blue. The roses climb the stone walls like sleeping dancers, their petals closed for the night. The herbs release their gentlest fragrances, lavender and rosemary, thyme and sage, creating an atmosphere that seems to slow time itself. Your sleep is deep and dreamless, the kind of rest that heals not just the body but the spirit. Hours pass like minutes, or perhaps minutes stretch into hours. Time moves differently here, flowing like honey, thick and golden and sweet. After a peaceful moment of deep rest, you drift into the lightest of dreams. Not the busy dreams of a restless mind, but the gentle dreams of true peace. You dream of the village fountain, its water-catching starlight. You dream of the cobbled streets, worn smooth by generations of quiet footsteps. You dream of Henrik's kind smile and the warmth of the inn's hearth. The inn breathes around you as you sleep, its ancient walls holding the memories of countless peaceful nights. The building itself seems to rest, settling deeper into its foundation with soft creaks and sighs. The fire downstairs has burned to gentle embers, glowing like sleeping eyes in the darkness. In your dreams, you walk through the village streets again, but now they are empty and silver with moonlight. The lanterns have dimmed to the softest glow, just enough to light your way. Your footsteps make no sound on the cobblestones. You are part of the village's sleep now, moving through its dreams like a whisper of wind. The fountain in the square bubbles softly, its water catching the light of stars that seem closer here, more gentle. You sit on its edge and dip your fingers in the cool water. It feels like liquid starlight, soft and ethereal. The water speaks of mountain springs and clean rain, of peace that flows through the village like a blessing. A cat appears beside you, the same orange and white one you saw earlier. In your dream, it speaks without words, its green eyes reflecting the starlight. It tells you that you are safe here, that the village has been waiting for you, that this rest is exactly what you need. The dream fades gradually, leaving you in even deeper sleep. Your breathing is so slow and peaceful that you seem to be breathing with the village itself, with the gentle hills that surround it, with the ancient earth that holds it all. The moon moves across the sky, painting new patterns of light and shadow in your room. The apple tree outside your window sways gently in the night breeze, its branches creating a soft rustling that sounds like whispered lullabies. The fountain continues its eternal song, a constant gentle presence in the darkness. Your body rests completely now, every muscle relaxed, every joint at ease. Your hands lie open on the soft sheets, palms up, fingers slightly curled. Your face is peaceful, the worry lines smoothed away by sleep. You look like someone who has found their way home after a long journey. Later that evening, as the night deepens toward dawn, you experience the profound rest that comes only in places of true safety. The inn's warmth surrounds you like a protective embrace. The village sleeps around you, its people dreaming their own peaceful dreams. You are part of a community of rest, a fellowship of sleep. The room itself seems to participate in your rest. The walls breathe gently with the night air. The window glass reflects the starlight in soft patterns. The wooden floor settles with tiny sounds that speak of age and stability. Everything here has been worn smooth by time and use, shaped by countless nights of peaceful sleep. The inn's history flows around you like a gentle river. You can feel the presence of all the travelers who have slept in this room before you, all the peaceful nights that have passed within these walls. Their rest becomes part of your rest. Their peace becomes part of your peace. In the deepest part of the night, when the village is most quiet and the stars are brightest, you sleep with the profound stillness of someone who has found exactly what they were seeking. The journey that brought you here seems like it happened long ago, or perhaps it was all a dream itself. The inn holds you safely through the night, its ancient timbers and stone walls standing guard over your rest. The fountain sings its lullaby. The apple tree whispers its gentle song. The village sleeps around you like a protective embrace, and you sleep within it all, peaceful and complete. Your dreams, when they come, are filled with gentle images. Fields of lavender swaying in soft breezes, mountain streams running clear and cold, bread baking in stone ovens, honey dripping golden from wooden spoons, all the simple, beautiful things that make a place feel like home. The night passes in waves of deeper and deeper rest. Each hour brings more peace, more comfort, more of the profound relaxation that comes from being truly safe. The inn's warmth seeps into your bones, into your very soul. You are being healed by rest, restored by peace, renewed by the simple act of sleeping well. As the night flows toward dawn, you rest in the knowledge that you are exactly where you belong. The village has welcomed you, the inn has embraced you, and sleep has found you worthy of its deepest gifts. You are part of this peaceful place now, part of its rhythm and its rest. The last stars fade as the first hint of dawn touches the eastern sky, but you sleep on, held safe in the inn's gentle embrace, surrounded by the village's quiet love, dreaming peaceful dreams that will carry you into the new day with a heart full of rest and a spirit renewed by the simple, perfect gift of a good night's sleep. In the deepest part of your sleep, when the night is most quiet and your body most at rest, the dreams begin to weave themselves around you like the softest silk. These are not the hurried dreams of a restless mind, but the gentle dreams that come only in places of true safety, dreams that feel more real than waking, more peaceful than anything you have ever known. You find yourself walking through the village again, but now it exists in that magical space between sleep and imagination. The cobblestones beneath your feet are warm, as if they have absorbed all the sunlight that has ever touched them. Each stone glows with a soft inner light, creating a path that seems to guide you deeper into the heart of this peaceful place. The fountain in the square bubbles with water that catches starlight and holds it, turning each drop into liquid diamonds. The sound it makes is not just the gentle splash of water on stone, but music, a lullaby that seems to come from the very earth itself. You move toward it without hurry, your footsteps silent on the glowing stones. As you approach the fountain, you notice that the village around you has become even more beautiful in your dreams. The cottages seem to breathe with gentle light, their windows glowing not with lamp flame but with warmth itself. Flowers bloom in window boxes that seem to float in the air, their petals soft as velvet, their colors more vivid than any you have seen in waking life. The air itself feels different here in your dream village. It carries the scent of every peaceful thing: lavender fields under moonlight, bread baking in stone ovens, rain on summer gardens, the sweet breath of sleeping children. You breathe it in deeply, and it fills not just your lungs, but your entire being with calm. You reach the fountain and sit on its edge, just as you did in your earlier dream. But now, as you dip your fingers in the water, you feel something wonderful. The water is not just cool and clear. It carries within it the essence of every peaceful moment you have ever known. Every time you felt safe, every time you felt loved, every time you felt perfectly at rest. The water speaks to you in a language older than words. It tells you that this village has always existed, not just in the mountains, but in the heart of every person who has ever sought peace. It tells you that you are not just visiting this place. You are coming home to a part of yourself that has been waiting here all along. Later in your dream, you become aware of gentle presences around you. Not people exactly, but the spirits of peace that inhabit this place. They appear as soft lights that drift through the air like fireflies, each one carrying a different gift of calm. One brings the peace of deep forests, another the serenity of still lakes, another the quiet joy of early morning gardens. These lights gather around you, not speaking, but somehow communicating through pure feeling. They welcome you as if you are a long-lost friend returning home. They tell you, without words, that you are safe here, that you are loved here, that you belong here in this space between sleeping and waking where all things are possible and all things are peaceful. One of the lights settles on your shoulder, and suddenly you can see the village as it truly is in the realm of dreams. Every building is alive with gentle energy. The inn where your body rests glows with golden warmth, its walls pulsing slowly like a great peaceful heart. The streets flow like streams of silver light, connecting every corner of the village in a web of serenity. You stand and begin to walk these glowing streets, guided by the lights that dance around you. Each step takes you deeper into the dream, deeper into peace. The houses you pass seem to know you, their windows lighting up as you approach, their doors opening to release the scent of home-baked bread and dried herbs. In one cottage window, you see an old woman knitting by candlelight, her needles clicking in rhythm with the fountain's song. She looks up and smiles at you, and her smile carries the warmth of every grandmother who has ever lived. She nods toward a chair beside her, inviting you to sit and rest, but you somehow know that your journey through this dream village is not yet complete. After a peaceful moment, you find yourself drawn toward the edge of the village, where the cobblestones give way to a garden unlike any you have ever seen. Here, flowers bloom in impossible colors, blues deeper than midnight, purples softer than twilight, whites that seem to glow with their own inner light. The air is thick with their perfume, a scent that speaks of every beautiful thing that has ever grown from the earth. A path winds through this dream garden, made not of stones, but of fallen flower petals that feel like silk beneath your feet. Ancient trees arch overhead, their branches forming a canopy of leaves that shimmer like stars. Soft light filters through them, creating patterns of gold and silver that dance across the flower beds. You follow the path deeper into the garden, and with each step, you feel yourself sinking deeper into the most profound peace you have ever known. The sounds of the village fade behind you, replaced by the gentle whispers of leaves and the distant music of wind chimes that seem to hang from the very air itself. In the heart of the garden, you discover a clearing where a single tree grows, larger and more beautiful than any tree you have ever seen. Its trunk is massive, its bark smooth as silk, its branches reaching up to touch the stars themselves. At its base, a carpet of moss so soft it seems to be made of cloud invites you to rest. You settle beneath the tree, your back against its warm trunk, and feel something extraordinary happen. The tree's ancient peace flows into you, carrying with it the wisdom of centuries. You feel connected, not just to this dream village, but to every peaceful place that has ever existed, every moment of calm that has ever been felt, every heart that has ever found rest. The lights that have been following you settle around the tree like gentle stars. They pulse slowly, in rhythm with your breathing, in rhythm with your heartbeat. in rhythm with the great, slow heartbeat of the earth itself. You realize that you are not just dreaming about peace, you are becoming peace, melting into it, becoming part of the eternal calm that flows through all things. Later that evening, as your dream deepens even further, you become aware of music. Not music played by instruments, but the music of peace itself, the harmony that exists when all things are in their proper place, when all hearts are at rest, when all souls are home. It flows through the garden, through the village, through you, carrying you deeper into the most restorative sleep you have ever known. The tree's branches sway gently above you, and you realize that each leaf is a peaceful thought, each movement a gentle breath. The tree is breathing with you, and you are breathing with it. And together you are breathing with the village, with the mountains, with the turning of the earth itself. In this deep place of dreaming, time has no meaning. You might rest here for minutes or hours or years. It doesn't matter. What matters is the profound healing that is taking place, the restoration of your spirit, the return of your soul to its natural state of peace. The lights around you pulse more slowly now, matching the rhythm of deep, healing sleep. The garden around you seems to settle into its own rest. Flowers folding their petals, leaves whispering goodnight to each other, the ancient tree holding you in its embrace of centuries. You feel yourself sinking deeper into this peace, deeper into this dream, deeper into the kind of rest that touches not just the body, but the very core of who you are. The village holds you, the garden cradles you, the tree shelters you, and you rest in the knowledge that you are exactly where you belong. The ancient tree continues to hold you in its gentle embrace as your dream deepens into something even more profound. The moss beneath you has become softer than any bed, softer than clouds, softer than the very air itself. You feel yourself melting into this perfect softness, becoming one with the earth that supports you, with the tree that shelters you, with the peace that flows through everything. The lights that dance around you have grown dimmer now, pulsing with the slow rhythm of your deepest rest. Each pulse sends waves of calm through your entire being, like gentle ripples on a still pond. Your breathing has become so slow and peaceful that you seem to be breathing with the garden itself, with the sleeping flowers, with the whispering leaves. In this deepest part of your dream, you become aware of something wonderful. The garden around you is not just a place of beauty. It is a living meditation, a space where every flower, every tree, every blade of grass exists in perfect harmony. The colors seem to sing to each other in silent symphonies. The scents blend into fragrances that speak of every peaceful memory you have ever held. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves above you, and you realize that this is not ordinary wind, but the breath of the garden itself, inhaling peace and exhaling calm. It touches your face with fingers softer than silk, carrying with it the essence of every restful moment that has ever existed in this magical place. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the moss, deeper into the tree's embrace, deeper into a state of rest so complete that your very atoms seem to slow their dance. The boundary between yourself and the garden begins to dissolve. You are the flowers dreaming in the moonlight. You are the ancient tree holding countless peaceful memories. You are the gentle breeze carrying whispers of serenity. Later in your dream, you become aware of a soft, golden light beginning to glow at the heart of the garden. It is not the harsh light of day, but the gentle illumination of pure peace itself. This light does not shine upon things. It shines from within them, revealing the deep calm that exists at the center of all creation. The light grows slowly, like the gentlest dawn, painting everything in shades of honey and amber. The flowers seem to glow from within, their petals transparent with inner radiance. The tree's leaves shimmer like stained glass windows, each one a perfect expression of tranquil beauty. You realize that this light is not separate from you. It is flowing through you, emanating from the deepest part of your being. You are not just witnessing this garden of peace, you are part of it, your own inner light, joining the symphony of calm that surrounds you. The golden light brings with it a profound understanding. You see that every moment of stress you have ever felt, every worry that has ever troubled your mind, every fear that has ever touched your heart, all of it was simply the absence of this light, the forgetting of this peace that has always been your true nature. As the light continues to grow, you feel layers of tension you didn't even know you were carrying begin to dissolve. Worries from years past melt away like morning mist. Anxieties about the future fade into insignificance. In this moment, in this garden, in this perfect state of rest, there is only the eternal now, only the endless peace, only the complete safety of being exactly where you belong. After a peaceful moment, you notice that the garden around you has begun to change in the most beautiful way. The flowers that were blooming before are now joined by new blossoms that seem to grow from your own sense of peace. Where your calmest thoughts touch the earth, white roses bloom. Where your deepest contentment flows, lavender springs up in purple waves. The tree above you responds to your rest by growing new branches, each one reaching toward the stars with renewed strength. Its leaves whisper your name in the language of wind, welcoming you not as a visitor, but as part of the garden's own family. You belong here in this place of dreams, in this space of infinite calm. The moss beneath you has become like a living cloud, perfectly supporting every part of your body. Your arms rest at your sides, completely relaxed, your fingers curled softly like sleeping flower petals. Your legs are stretched out in perfect comfort, your feet bare and warm on the soft earth. Every muscle in your body has found its natural state of complete rest. Your breathing continues to slow and deepen, each breath bringing you closer to the very source of peace itself. You breathe in the garden's serenity, its timeless calm, its endless capacity for restoration. You breathe out any remaining shadows of worry or haste, releasing them into the night air where they dissolve like smoke. In this state of perfect rest, you begin to understand something profound about the nature of peace itself. It is not something you must create or achieve. It is something you simply remember, something you return to, something that has been waiting for you all along in the deepest part of your being. The garden around you seems to nod in agreement, its flowers swaying gently in the golden light. The ancient tree's branches move in slow, graceful arcs, painting patterns of shadow and light across the moss. Everything here knows this truth, has always known it, and now you know it too. Later that evening, as your dream continues to deepen, you become aware of the most beautiful sound you have ever heard. It is not music in any conventional sense, but the harmony that exists when all things are in perfect balance. It is the sound of the garden breathing, of the earth turning, of the stars singing their ancient songs of peace. This celestial music flows through you, tuning every cell in your body to the frequency of perfect rest. Your heartbeat aligns with its rhythm. Your breathing synchronizes with its flow. You are no longer separate from the music. You have become part of it, adding your own note of peaceful contentment to the eternal symphony. The golden light that surrounds you pulses in time with this music, creating waves of warmth that wash over you like gentle ocean tides. Each wave carries away another layer of tension, another shadow of stress, another memory of anything that was not peace. You are being washed clean by light itself, purified by the very essence of tranquility. In this deep place of dreaming, you realize that you have found something more precious than any treasure. You have found the secret garden that exists within every human heart, the place where peace lives eternal and unchanging. This garden in your dream is not separate from you. It is you. It is your own capacity for infinite calm made visible. The tree that shelters you is your own strength, rooted deep in the earth of your being. The flowers that bloom around you are your own capacity for beauty and joy. The golden light that illuminates everything is your own inner radiance, the light of your soul that can never be dimmed. As this understanding flowers in your consciousness, you feel a profound gratitude wash over you. Gratitude for this place of rest, for this moment of perfect peace, for the journey that brought you here. The garden seems to receive your gratitude like rain, blooming even more beautifully in response to your thankfulness. Your sleep deepens further still, carrying you into realms of rest so profound that they seem to exist outside of time itself. Here, in this deepest place of dreaming, you are not just sleeping. You are participating in the great rest that underlies all existence, the vast stillness from which all things arise and to which all things return. The garden holds you in its embrace of eternal calm. The tree shelters you with its ancient wisdom. The golden light bathes you in its healing radiance, and you rest in the knowledge that this peace is not temporary. It is your birthright, your true nature, your deepest reality. In this place of dreams, you are home. In this state of rest, you are complete. In this garden of peace, you are exactly who you were always meant to be, a being of infinite calm, resting in the heart of all that is beautiful, all that is gentle, all that is eternally, perfectly peaceful. The dream continues to cradle you, deeper and deeper into the most restorative sleep you have ever known, where every breath is a meditation, every heartbeat a prayer, every moment a perfect expression of the peace that lives forever in the secret garden of your own awakened heart. The golden light that has been surrounding you in the garden begins to shift and change, becoming softer, more diffuse, like honey dissolving in warm milk. It spreads through your consciousness, carrying you gently from the deepest realm of dreams towards something new, something equally peaceful, but subtly different. You feel yourself still resting against the ancient tree, but now there's something else, a gentle warmth on your face. Not the mystical golden light of the dream garden, but something familiar, something that speaks of new beginnings, the first whisper of dawn, touching the eastern sky with fingers of rose and pearl. The transition is so gradual you hardly notice it happening. The flowers around you seem to shimmer and shift, their dream colors slowly giving way to the softer hues of real blossoms. The tree's mystical glow fades into the honest beauty of bark and leaf touched by morning light. You are returning, but so gently that peace never leaves you. Your breathing remains deep and slow, your body completely relaxed. This awakening is not the jarring return to consciousness you have known before, but a soft surfacing, like a bubble of air rising slowly through clear water. You are still dreaming, but now you dream of waking, and the dream is just as beautiful as the sleep. Through your closed eyelids, you become aware of the softest light filtering through the inn's window. Not bright, not demanding, but gentle as candlelight, warm as amber. The room around you holds the same peace that filled your dreams. The feather mattress still cradles you perfectly. The lavender-scented sheets still embrace you like a cloud. Outside, the village is beginning its own gentle awakening, not with alarm bells or rushing footsteps, but with the soft sounds of a place that knows how to greet the day peacefully. A distant cockerel offers a gentle call, not harsh but melodious, like a flute played by sleepy fingers. Somewhere a door opens and closes with the softest whisper. You hear the fountain in the square, its eternal song unchanged by night or day. But now there's something new in its music. The light patter of early morning rain, so gentle it sounds like whispered secrets. The water speaks to water, the earth drinks gratefully, and you listen to this conversation between sky and stone from the perfect comfort of your bed. The scent of rain mingles with the lavender in your sheets, creating a perfume that speaks of renewal and rest combined. Your pillow still holds the perfect shape of your head. Your blankets still wrap you in their gentle embrace. You are awake, but the peace of sleep remains with you like a blessing. Later that morning, you hear the gentle sounds of the inn coming to life. Not the harsh clatter of a busy establishment, but the soft morning music of a place that understands the value of quiet. Henrik's footsteps on the stairs, measured and unhurried. The distant murmur of kindling being lit in the kitchen hearth. The soft scrape of a wooden spoon against a ceramic bowl. These sounds don't disturb your peace. They enhance it, like instruments joining a symphony. Each sound tells you that you are safe, that you are cared for, that this awakening is happening in a place of complete sanctuary. The inn breathes around you, stretching into the new day with the same gentle rhythm that carried you through the night. From somewhere below comes the scent of bread baking, but not the urgent smell of a commercial kitchen. This is the patient aroma of dough that has been allowed to rise slowly, of grain that has been blessed by time and care. It mingles with the scent of herbs, chamomile and mint, lavender and rosemary, creating an atmosphere that makes hunger feel like anticipation rather than need. You stretch beneath the covers, and your body responds with the fluid grace of someone who has slept deeply and well. Your muscles are loose and warm, your joints move without stiffness. The profound rest of the night has worked its healing magic, leaving you feeling renewed at the deepest level. The rain continues its gentle percussion on the window, each drop like a tiny bell in a vast, slow orchestra. The sound creates a cocoon of peace around the inn, around the village, around you. This is not the rain of storms, but the rain of blessing, the kind that makes gardens grow and spirits flourish. You hear a soft knock at your door, so gentle it might be mistaken for a branch tapping against the building. Henrik's voice, warm and unhurried. "Good morning, friend." There's no rush at all, but breakfast waits whenever you're ready. The rain has brought us a beautiful morning. His words carry no pressure, no demand for haste. They are simply an invitation, offered with the same gentle grace that has characterized everything about this place. You realize that time moves differently here, that there is no such thing as being late, no such thing as urgency. There is only the natural rhythm of rest and renewal, as old as the earth itself. After a peaceful moment, you sit up slowly, your body moving with the languid grace of someone who has been thoroughly restored. The room around you looks exactly as it did the night before, but somehow more beautiful. The morning light reveals details you hadn't noticed. The way the wooden beams are carved with tiny flowers, the way the water pitcher catches and holds the light like captured starlight. You move to the window and look out at the village in the gentle rain. The cobblestones gleam like polished riverstones, reflecting the soft light of the cloudy sky. The gardens are emerald green, drinking in the moisture with visible gratitude. Flowers nod under the weight of raindrops that look like pearls, like tiny blessings adorning each petal. The fountain in the square continues its eternal dance, its water now joined by the rain in a symphony of liquid music. The sound is hypnotic, soothing, a reminder that some things in this world are constant and peaceful and eternally beautiful. A few early villagers move through the streets, but they walk slowly, umbrellas held casually, faces turned up to catch the gentle rain. They move like people who have nowhere urgent to be, who understand that mornings are for savoring, not rushing through. Their pace matches the rhythm of the rain, the rhythm of the fountain, the rhythm of a place that has learned the secret of true contentment. You dress slowly, your movements deliberate and peaceful. Each piece of clothing feels soft against your skin, which is still warm and relaxed from the night's perfect rest. You are not getting dressed to face the day. You are preparing to meet it, to greet it, to join the gentle dance of morning in this magical place. The floorboards beneath your feet feel solid and welcoming as you make your way to the door. The brass key turns easily in the lock. The door opens silently, and you step into the hallway that now feels as familiar as your own home. The inn embraces you with its warmth, its scents of baking bread and dried herbs, its atmosphere of complete safety and welcome. As you descend the stairs, your hand trailing along the smooth banister, you feel the profound satisfaction of someone who has slept deeply and awakened gently. The night has been a gift, The morning is a blessing, and you are perfectly present for both. The common room below glows with soft light from the windows and the gentle fire in the hearth. Henrik looks up from where he's setting a small table near the window, his face lighting with the same warm smile that greeted you the night before. The sight of him fills you with a deep sense of homecoming, as if you've been welcomed into a family you didn't know you had. The rain has given us a perfect morning for lingering, he says, his voice carrying the same gentle cadence as the falling drops outside. I've prepared something special, porridge with honey from our lavender fields and bread still warm from the oven. The morning is yours to enjoy at whatever pace feels right. You settle into the chair by the window, and the peace of the night flows seamlessly into the peace of the morning. Outside, the village continues its gentle awakening, each sound and sight a reminder that you have found something precious here, a place where rest and renewal are not just possible, but inevitable. The rain continues to fall, the fountain continues to sing, and you continue to rest in the profound peace that has become your natural state. The night has ended, but the tranquility it brought remains with you, a gift that will travel with you long after you leave this magical place. Later that morning, as you sit in the soft light watching the rain bless the village streets, you realize that you have learned something invaluable here. You have remembered what it feels like to be truly at rest, truly at peace, truly at home in your own skin and in the world around you. The village has given you this gift, and now it lives within you, ready to be accessed whenever you need to return to this state of perfect calm. The inn, the garden, the fountain, the gentle rain, they are all part of you now, part of your own capacity for peace. You smile as you watch the rain, knowing that you carry this tranquility with you wherever you go. The quiet village has awakened something in you that was always there, waiting to be remembered, waiting to be embraced, waiting to transform your relationship with rest and peace forever. The warm porridge Henrik has prepared tastes of everything gentle and nourishing. Each spoonful carries the sweetness of lavender honey, the earthiness of oats that have grown slowly in mountain meadows, the richness of cream from contented cows. You eat slowly, savoring not just the food, but the act of nourishment itself, the simple pleasure of feeding your body something pure and good. The bread is still warm from the oven, its crust golden and crackling softly as you break it apart. Inside, the crumb is soft and white, with tiny air pockets that speak of patient rising and gentle baking. When you spread it with butter that tastes of summer grass and wildflowers, it becomes more than food. It becomes a meditation on simplicity, on the beauty of basic things done with love. Through the window beside you, the gentle rain continues its blessing of the village. The drops trace lazy paths down the glass, creating an ever-changing pattern of light and shadow. Each droplet catches the soft morning light, holding it for a moment before releasing it and flowing on. You watch this dance with the same peaceful attention you might give to a slow-moving stream or the gradual opening of a flower. The fountain in the square has become even more musical with the rain's accompaniment. Water speaks to water in harmonies that seem to echo the very rhythm of your heart. The sound creates a background of perfect peace, a natural symphony that requires no conductor, no sheet music, only the simple joy of elements dancing together. Henrik moves quietly through the common room, tending to small tasks with the same unhurried grace that seems to characterize everything in this place. He refills your teacup without being asked, the chamomile steam rising like gentle prayers. He adjusts the fire in the hearth, adding one small log that catches with a soft whisper of flame. His movements are like a meditation, each action complete in itself, requiring no haste. The rain will pass soon, he says, settling into the chair across from you with his own cup of tea. But not too soon. It knows we need its peace this morning. You nod, understanding that Henrik speaks of the rain as if it were a wise friend, making decisions based on what the village needs. In this place, such thinking doesn't seem strange. It seems perfectly natural, as if the boundary between human and nature has dissolved into something more harmonious. The two of you sit in comfortable silence, watching the rain, listening to the fountain, breathing in the sense of wet earth and blooming flowers. This is not the awkward silence of strangers, but the deep quiet of souls who recognize each other, who understand that some moments are too perfect for words. After a peaceful moment, Henrik speaks again, his voice soft as the rain itself. Travelers often ask me about this place. They want to know its history, its secrets. But the truth is simpler than they expect. He pauses, his kind eyes reflecting the gentle light from the window. This village exists wherever peace is needed. It appears to those who are ready to remember what rest truly means. His words settle into your consciousness like seeds finding fertile soil. You realize that what you've experienced here is not just a random encounter with a peaceful place, but a meeting with something deeper, a part of your own being that has been waiting patiently for you to slow down enough to notice it. The rain begins to lighten, its percussion on the window becoming softer, more distant. Through the glass, you can see the first hints of clearing sky. Patches of pale blue appearing between the gray clouds, like gentle promises. The village emerges from the rain's embrace slowly, each building and street and garden revealed with renewed clarity. You finish your breakfast in this growing light, each bite a small ceremony of gratitude. The food has nourished not just your body but your spirit, reminding you that the simplest acts, eating, drinking, breathing, can be profound when approached with presence and appreciation. Henrik rises and moves to the window, his weathered hands resting on the sill. The clearing comes, he says, and you hear in his voice both acceptance and joy. But the rain's gift remains. It always does. You join him at the window, and together you watch as the last drops fall from the eaves, each one catching the emerging sunlight like a tiny prism. The village below gleams with wetness, every surface reflecting light, every flower heavy with pearls of moisture that seem to glow from within. The fountain in the square catches the new light and throws it back in dancing patterns. The water leaps and falls with renewed energy, as if celebrating the sky's clearing. The sound it makes has changed too, still peaceful, but with an underlying note of joy, of celebration, of life renewing itself in the eternal cycle of rest and awakening. I should walk in the garden, you say, the words coming from some deep knowledge that this is exactly what the morning calls for. Henrik nods as if he expected this, as if he knows the natural rhythm of healing that this place provides. The garden will be waiting, he says simply. It always is. You step outside into the aftermath of the gentle rain, and the air embraces you like a cool, soft cloth. Everything smells fresh and clean and alive. The cobblestones beneath your feet are slick with water, but you walk with sure steps, your body moving with the confidence of someone who has found their natural rhythm. The garden behind the inn is transformed by the rain. Every leaf gleams. Every flower petal holds drops that catch the light like jewels. The path winds through beds of herbs and flowers, all more vibrant for their morning drink. You walk slowly, breathing deeply, feeling the peace of the night and the renewal of the morning flowing through you in equal measure. Later that morning, you find yourself at the heart of the garden, where a small clearing opens around an ancient stone bench. The bench is worn smooth by years of use, by countless visitors who have sat here to rest and reflect. You settle onto it, and it welcomes you, as if it has been waiting specifically for this moment. From this spot, you can see the entire village spread below you like a living painting. The rain has washed everything clean, and now the emerging sun paints each building, each street, each garden with light that seems to come from within rather than from above. The village glows with its own inner peace, its own quiet joy. You sit in perfect stillness, your breathing slow and deep, your heart rate matching the eternal rhythm of the place. The peace that filled your dreams, that cradled you through the night, that greeted you in the morning. It's all still here. But now you understand that it was never really outside you. It was always within you, waiting for you to slow down enough to notice, to remember, to come home to yourself. The fountain's song reaches you even here, carried on the gentle breeze that moves through the garden. Its melody has become part of your own internal rhythm, a reminder that peace is not something you must create, but something you can simply allow. Like the fountain, your own peace is fed by a source that never runs dry, never fails, never needs to be earned or maintained through effort. A butterfly lands on your hand, its wings still heavy with tiny droplets from the rain. It rests there without fear, its presence a small miracle of trust. You watch it with the same peaceful attention you've given to everything else in this place, and in that watching, you feel the final piece of understanding fall into place. This village, this inn, this garden, they are not separate from you. They are expressions of your own capacity for peace, your own ability to create sanctuary, your own power to choose rest over restlessness, calm over chaos, presence over the endless rushing towards somewhere else. After a peaceful moment, the butterfly lifts from your hand and dances away on the gentle breeze. You watch it go with a smile, knowing that it carries with it the same peace that now flows through you. Everything in this place is connected, part of the same web of serenity that you have now become part of. The sun climbs higher, burning away the last of the rain clouds, but the peace remains. It has settled into your bones, into your breath, into the very rhythm of your heart. You know that when you eventually leave this place, you will carry it with you, not as a memory, but as a living reality, a state of being that you can access whenever you need to return to this deep calm. You close your eyes and feel the warm sun on your face, the gentle breeze in your hair, the solid support of the stone bench beneath you. You are completely present, completely at peace, completely at home in this moment and in yourself. The fountain continues its eternal song. The village rests in its timeless beauty. The garden breathes with the slow rhythm of growing things, and you breathe with it all, part of the harmony, part of the peace, part of the eternal dance of rest and renewal that flows through all things. In this moment, you are exactly where you belong. In this place, you are exactly who you are meant to be. In this peace, you have found the secret that this quiet village has been keeping for you all along. That home is not a place you travel to, but a state of being you remember, a peace you carry within you always. The gentle morning flows around you like a blessing, and you rest in the knowledge that this peace is yours forever. The quiet village has given you its greatest gift, not just a good night's sleep, but the memory of what it feels like to be completely, perfectly, eternally at rest. You breathe deeply, slowly, peacefully, and let this moment stretch into eternity, knowing that whenever you need to return to this place, this peace, this perfect stillness, you need only close your eyes and remember. The village waits for you always, in the quiet places of your heart, in the gentle rhythms of your breath, in the eternal fountain of peace that flows within you, constant and clear and forever yours. Rest now. Rest always. Rest in the knowledge that you are home.